Hi, everybody. Welcome to another Job Search Daily with a focus on technology. We create this vlog for you every day, or at least 5 days a week, to get you a jump off point where you can actually find these low barrier to entry technology jobs. A lot of these jobs are very secure in sales. Some of them you're going to notice that they are in customer success. We're going to get into that later. UX design. We're going to get into sales engineering eventually as well too. These positions that we feature on the vlog daily, these, like I said, they are low barrier to entry. A lot of them require no degree and they require a little training. The reason why we focus on these jobs is because we want to give you a way to be able to get into technology, earn a great salary, and have great job security. A lot of people don't know about these positions in technology. They think that technology is reserved for the most highly educated people out there, and it seems to be an exclusive club of people that have almost an unlimited potential in their career and future and earning potential. But no, it's not just for an exclusive club, it's for everybody. As long as you have the drive and the wit and the grit, you can get into careers with big name companies, respected companies in the technology industry. So today we have Affirm, and they are advertising for business development associate position. The position is fully remote. Affirm is one of the companies that bills themselves as a primarily remote company, except for a few roles. Let's check it out. And yeah, before we check out the career, let's look at Affirm. If you don't know what Affirm is, just another way to be able to purchase online, but with credit in a different style. It depends on how old you are, but growing up, if you wanted to have, before credit was widespread, if you wanted to buy something, you maybe would have to put it on layaway and you go and you make equal payments at different intervals and you're able to eventually pick up that item. What has happened since then is, of course, the widespread use and adoption of credit cards. You can purchase anything if you have the credit limit and they accept that type of credit card. You swipe your card and or either enter it online and they deliver it to you, and then later on you get a bill. The first, let's say, 21 days is free, and then they start charging you massive interest after that. So what Affirm has done, at least it seems like to me, is they have brought back somewhat of a little bit of a layaway type equal payments model, but you get your item right away. So you don't have to go to the store and make a payment every month and pick up the item later on. You can download the app, get access to credit, buy the item, and the item, let's say, gets shipped to your house. And then you make, let's say, 12 equal payments or 6 equal payments over a period of months. A firm has jumped into that business, and a lot of their deals are very low interest or no interest at all. So we have things like home furniture. You also have fitness gear. Myself, I purchased a fitness bicycle, one of those, I guess you would call it like a workout bicycle. And I made 12 equal payments of, it was a nice bike, one of those gym quality bikes. At least I consider it that. 12 equal payments of about $100. And I was able to get the bike right away, delivered to my house. I had the cash in my account and I could have purchased it on credit, but I tried their service and I was able to do it with equal payments and I liked it. I appreciated it. And then there was 0% interest on the bike, which was amazing. So you can get big ticket items, like for example, here a mattress. Funny thing is, I purchased a mattress yesterday. And yeah, I think that this is a good option for people that want to get into credit to be able to purchase premium items and or either just regular everyday items without using like a Visa, MasterCard, or American Express. Yeah, so let's take a look at the job that they have available. So business development associate. The position, like I said, is remote in the United States. There are very minor restrictions on the remote nature of the job, but like I said, Affirm is primarily remote. So business development associate, Affirm is reinventing credit to make it more honest and friendly, giving consumers the flexibility to buy now and pay later without any hidden fees or compounding interest. I think that's amazing. Yeah, so that is attractive. Let's keep going on. Affirm provides honest financing options to consumers checking out at online stores. The business development associate will work as a strategic brand team, helping the BD and sales team identify and drive opportunities to build our business. This role will have a direct impact on top priority organizational goals and will provide accelerated learning with a world class team. Yeah, so when they say this role will have a direct impact on top quality organizational goals, really, to be honest, without this position, the company almost could not exist. Yes, you go online and you pay online, and then they get your money. But who sets up those relationships with those vendors? For example, somebody selling mattresses, they want to be able to extend their reach online. A lot of the time, these companies don't know about Affirm, or it's not necessarily on their radar right away, but they get a call from somebody that is in the business development team, and that person will accelerate the adoption of this new service into their business. And so that's why this role will have a direct impact on top priority organizational goals. That's why this role is so important. This role is so important to the company because it drives company growth. So Affirm did do layoffs 5, 6 months ago, restructuring the company to save money because of slowing economic times. But this business development associate position is still out there. And the reason why it's still out there, and they're trying to find people willing to set up these relationships with these manufacturers, these vendors, these stores, is because without this role, Affirm wouldn't exist. So they need to constantly reach out and to set up relationships to drive growth within their company. And without growth, all of the people that work in the, let's say, the non-direct finance generating positions, like for example, HR or engineers, I think people that earn a good wage, they don't get their wage unless the business development associate brings in income and relationships into the company. Income is brought in through those relationships. That's why they say this role will have a direct impact on top priority organizational goals. It's super important. And so if you want job stability, get into sales, because without sales, companies just can't function from the top down, right? So let's talk about what you'll do on the job. Drive new business by identifying, qualifying, and developing new partnership opportunities for a firm. Just like we talked about before, you're going to have to go out and reach out to new vendors, manufacturers, service providers that have not thought about using your business or have not had an opportunity to reach out to one of these new style credit lenders, and set up a relationship. Collaborate closely with account executives and the rest of the sales and BD team to strategize creative outreach campaigns and determine priority of outreach based on potential impact. So basically, what that means is you have to prioritize who you reach out to, because some vendors quite literally are a little bit more important than other vendors, right? Because some will produce more revenue. Let's just say that. Manage the first stage of the sales and business development pipeline by performing initial outreach and nurturing leads through various inbound channels, including phone, email, and social. So you're the first point of contact when you actually reach out to the vendor. That vendor has never spoken to anybody at Affirm ever. So your role is very important. The impression that you give of Affirm to that vendor is crucial. And we all know about first impressions, right? Engage potential partners about their goals and challenges and educate them on the value of Affirm. Develop best practices, efficient processes for growing our merchant partner base. Contribute significantly to Affirm's growth as we scale our core business and products. Like I said, you are central to their business. If you did not perform this function for the company, the company would not exist. So that's why these positions like this are almost recession proof. Unless the company is going under, they can't get rid of you if you're performing to their standard, or at least they wouldn't consider getting rid of you. You are extremely important. All right. What we're looking for: a bachelor's degree or equivalent experience. So they would like you to have some formal education, higher education, or equivalent experience. So it's one or the other. So whenever you see things like bachelor's degree, And I have a degree myself too, but I like to encourage people to apply for positions that say or equivalent experience, because a lot of the time, equivalent experience is more important than the bachelor's degree. It's one thing to sit inside of a class, but it's also one thing to actually know what you're doing through experience. Strong passion for e commerce, ability to work closely with multiple non sales teams internally, credit, legal, operations. So you have to be able to work with the other people in the organization that are not on the sales team. Here's the kicker: 0 to 6 months of prior work experience. So this is a very much an entry level position. Let me just say here, 0 to 6 months of prior work experience. So you can get this right out of college. You can get this coming out of another totally non-related position. So for example, there's a lot of people that watch this vlog and they want to get into tech and they don't know how to get into tech, and they feel that they have to have all this experience. It says right here, 0 to 6 months of prior experience again. Passion and drive to change consumer banking for the better, the desire to pursue a role in sales, and the drive to be successful. Grit, lots of grit. So you got to be tough. You need to embrace challenges and be willing to work hard to achieve goals. Excellent ability to communicate, extremely detailed oriented. Ability to work creatively and critically, and to thrive in a fast-paced, dynamic, and often ambitious work environment. So they're going to set goals for you. There's just code for there's going to be goals and you're going to have to work towards them. Willingness to step up to greater responsibility, strong desire to contribute to overall goals. All right, so let's get into the money here and some of the benefits. Like I said, this is a completely remote position. Occasionally, we'll talk about that. They're going to ask you to come into the office occasionally, once in a while. US Pacific, California, Washington, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, they're going to pay from 75,000 to 90,000. That's just like the base. And then the other areas outside of that, the states that are a little bit more affordable to live, 67,500 to 81,000. This job they don't sponsor. So if you live outside of the United States, sorry, this is not for you. Affirm is proud to be a remote first company, like we talked about, which is amazing. The majority of our roles are remote, and you can work almost anywhere within the country of employment. Affirmers in proximal roles have the flexibility to work remotely. So I guess they call themselves internally affirmers, but will occasionally be required to work out of their assigned Affirm offices. So once in a while, they're going to call you into their office, maybe for meetings, pep rallies, talks, and all that stuff. But primarily, you're going to be working from home. A limited number of roles remain office-based due to the nature of their job responsibilities, which makes sense, but that's not this role right here. We have a simple and transparent remote first grade-based compensation structure. Offer amounts with the range are based on the number of factors, including but not limited to job-related skills, experience, and related education or training across broader organizations. Certain roles are eligible for equity awards upon hire. So what the equity awards upon hire just means like a sign-on bonus, which is amazing. Promotion, tenure, milestones, and for performance. So they're going to give you bonuses and promotions based on how hard you work. We are extremely proud to offer competitive benefits that are anchored to our core value of people come first. Some key highlights of our benefits package include healthcare coverage, flexible spending wallets, generous stipend for spending on technology, food, various lifestyle needs, and family forming expenses. So, for example, if you're going to set up an office at home, you can get that ergonomic chair that you need for your back, food, various lifestyle needs. I could imagine what that encompasses. Hard to imagine, but they're going to help you out with a little bit of extra cash. Time off, competitive vacation and holiday schedules allowing you to take time off to rest and recharge. Great. ESP, an employee stock purchase plan enabling you to buy shares of a firm at a discount. So the firm's got shares, and if you want to invest in the company's stock, they're going to give you a discount. A lot of the time, you're not able to, of course, immediately cash this out because you got the discount. You usually have to wait. So something like this, purchasing stock is always, it's good to get stock at a discount. Some technology companies, they give you stock just for free, and then you can vest and then cash the stock out later or hold the stock. They're not going to do that, at least at this level, or at least from this job description. What they're going to do is they're going to just give you a discount and you can purchase your own stock. Okay. All right. Okay. This job is also, it's available on, you can go to the Affirm website, or you can go to indeed.com, and Indeed, you can apply there, but I would probably encourage you just to apply through the Affirm website. All right. The reason why I do these vlogs every single day of the business week is because, like I said, we want to give you options and a jump off point to where you can find these remote positions. Most of them are going to be remote that I show you, not all of them, but these remote positions often that pay really well to start and get you into tech with a very low barrier of entry. We want you to be able to get in with little to no experience, and you don't necessarily always have to have a university or college diploma. You can just have experience in life and working for another company, and then combine that with a course such as Course Careers. Course Careers has a technology sales course that teaches you the ins and outs of daily life in a technology sales role. And then this can be applied to positions that are business development rep related positions, because you're not always necessarily going to be selling technology, but you are going to be selling in business development. So it's good to have a background that is easily plugged into these business development roles. So this position of business development associate, and Affirm is a credit company, but it's very much a technology company. It can be related back to Course Careers Tech Sales course. You can do the Course Careers course. It takes about 8 weeks on average. A lot of people do it in 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 3 weeks. Some people do it in just over a month. There are over 200,000 positions across the United States in tech sales and in business development in general. There's actually even more. Like I said, you do not necessarily have to sell technology products, or you can actually sell other things with this course. It's a very comprehensive course in how it breaks down the different techniques on how to sell. The average salary of somebody starting out, and we saw that this was an entry level related position, it's about 70K. In the case of a firm's position, they're starting at 75,000 in the more expensive states and 67,000 in the lesser expensive states, let's just say it like that. And that works out to be an average, just like the course says, of about $70,000 to start. So if you're working a job that you can't really see too much of a future in, or you're just tired of doing it and you're looking for something with more security, you've been laid off recently, there are always jobs in business development available. But give yourself an edge over somebody that has zero experience in it by taking a technology sales course that is a comprehensive course that will teach you the ins and outs of how to sell primarily over the phone. And if you go down to the bottom in the comments section, you can find pinned the discount code for $50 off the course. The course is typically $499, but with the discount code, you can get an additional $50 off to make it only $449, which is already an incredible deal at $499. But to get $50 off, that's even better. So click on that link and save yourself some money. That is today's Job Search Daily with a focus on tech to give you that leg up on your daily search. Till next time, everybody, take care.